I'll show you how I generate and send eQSL cards using the free HamTools software by PA4R next. eQSL Creator can be used with HRD, N1MM, log4ohm, or ADIF files. I will show you how to use it with ADIF files. So go to PA4R.com, click on Software, HamTools, and you'll download the latest version 3.5.6. Once you extract it, look for QSL Creator Setup 356 MSI and run that installer. It's a standard installer. Once it's installed, go ahead and open up the eQSL Creator, and you'll first want to go to Settings and change Logging System to process ADIF directly. Click Save, close the eQSL Creator and reopen it, and then you should have the correct UI. Then go to Settings, go to Images. It shows you the folder where the template is stored. If we open that up, you should see a QSL card example. You can use this example to start creating your QSL card. I like to use a website called Photopea that is basically an online Photoshop, and you can start creating your QSL card there and then save it as a JPEG. And then you need to select where you save, which should be under your local disk, HamTools, QSL Images, Templates. And mine's named QSL Card Template JPEG. Once you've done that, go to SMTP, and I'm using Gmail. If you're using another email provider, you'll need to get the SMTP information for them. So if you're using Gmail, it's smtpgmail.com, port 587, make sure to check SSL, enter your username, which is your email address, your password, the email address from, select Gmail, and everything else is fine. You'd send a test email, and it'll turn green if it was successful. Under email, this is what the email looks like when it's sent. So you can make modifications to it if you like, or just leave it alone and it's fine. It's a standard HTML format, but it does have these tags that allows it to populate the information needed. If you do modify this, I highly recommend you leave everything from my call down alone. If not, you're going to start being flagged as spam when you're sending your emails. And then under Sync, click Use QRZ Paid Subscription. Put your call sign in and your password. And then you can test the connection. If it turns green, you're good. Now you can save. A subscription to QRZ is needed if you do not have email addresses in your ADIF file. You only need the XML subscription for email lookup. Next, I'll export my ADIF file from QRZ. Go to your logbook, and if you're an XML subscriber, you could export all to ADIF file, or if you like, you could select the ones you want to export. And I actually have a few I need to do, so we'll use those as an example. Once you check those, click Actions and export the selected records. Click Continue. They will process it and send it to the email that you used for QRZ. Once you get the email, you can click the link to download. Once you have the ADIF file downloaded, you can go ahead and select it. Select Target. This is where it's going to create an updated ADIF that it uses. I didn't make any changes to that. And then select Analyze ADIF. It'll get the email addresses from QRZ. And then when you're done, hit Create QSL, say yes to start, and then it starts automatically sending the QSL cards out. And then once it's done, you're good to go. And now we could verify it worked correctly by going to our email, sent emails, and we can see an email that's sent out. And that's all there is to send eQSL cards.